Alright folks, it is currently 3 a.m. Central Standard Time on April the 10th, 2022. Hope our creator is keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. Please make sure to hit that like button, share this across other platforms, and subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, The Sun. Yeah, I hate getting woke up early in the morning. I actually got woke up about 2 hours ago not realizing what was going on. Then I kind of got up and checked out what's going on in the solar weather, and yeah, KP5. We actually got hit with a G3 magnetic storm, believe it or not. And we can kind of not just see from our KP index, KP5, we can also see it from our hemispheric power. We were powered up to a good 86. I'd say that was the highest point, was 86. So yeah, that was pretty high. Auroras would have been pretty decent actually at that point. This is the coronal mass ejection that we were expecting that took its time to get here. Well, it arrived. God dang, that thing was slow. We were over at spaceweatherlive.com, and now we're at Space Weather Prediction Center taking a look at our magnetic storm observed for this morning. And as you can see, our BZ, okay, this is what we're looking for. Our BZ, our red line and our white line, okay? When red line goes below -6, that's when we know we're having an event. So this is what we were believing to be the arrival. See, sometimes I'm wrong, folks. I was sure that this was the arrival, that it was just weaker and slower. Well, no, it was here. So we definitely got arrival from it. Excuse me, I'm tired, folks. And yeah, it literally woke me up. I woke up like, what's going on, man? God, I'm so sensitive to this stuff. I swear. But we got down here to, looks like we got down to almost -15. So that's definitely an event mode. And that's a pretty hard smack. I mean, and it's like a brick wall. Look at this. Boom. I mean, that's a brick wall of in your face, how you doing? Kind of like, what is it? What was that? Crap, what was that, Norm? You know, how you doing? You know, Funquisha. Oh, man. And as we can see here, this right here is our KP index. Boom. All the way up here to 7. And I'll be honest, it's been quite a while since I've seen it up here to 7. That was some dense plasma that smacked us. I mean, that was dense. See, and sometimes there may not have been a lot of push to push it out, but that doesn't mean that it's not dense. So when it got here, we're like, oh, it was weak. Yeah, no, it necessarily wasn't. It was just dense, and it took it a little while to get here. Looks like we've had 2 C-class flares within the last 24 hours. This one was kind of fat, as we can see from the base down here. Now remember, our baseline, where's our baseline at? Folks, we are in the B class. So, for the most part, all we're going to get is a C. Now, it's possible, I have actually seen it go from a B class up to an M class with a quick, but it wasn't barely, it was just barely an M, and then come back down. But that's because our baseline is way down here. So if we were to go from a B up to an X, that would be one heck of a powerful explosion on the sun. But for the most part, we'll only get C. We might touch M, but anyway, 2 C's. Let's see if we got anything coming at us. Well, here's something a little interesting, folks. Check this out. So, we're looking at here at 041414. Look how those numbers just kind of line up. And that's when right at the peak of some plasma, right around 31, maybe 32 centimeters cubed of plasma. And when did that come off the sun? Oh, that's the one from the 8th. The one that we saw come off, you know, what do you call it, the tear? Yeah, the solar canyon. That's this guy arriving, actually. Yep. 14th, right at, I just find the timing interesting. According to our deabsorption chart, it looks like this is where the C class went off. Looks like we're at about 16, 17 decibels. According to our chart here, I would say that's right. That's about correct. And this is the area that was affected. Northern Australia, all of these islands, the Philippines, Thailand, Eastern China, Japan, some into Russia, Taiwan. Yeah, all these areas got hit with it. Now it's just going to be minor, just little radio disruptions, nothing major. And as we come on over here to LASCO C2 and LASCO C3, we're going to take a look at LASCO C3 first. Whoa, hold on a second there, buddy. Hold on there. You guys see that? A nice little smack. Camera got smacked at 1700. But let's see what happened. I see we got this explosion here that came off the bottom end of the sun yesterday, and that actually came out the bottom. That is not coming at us. I'll actually show you guys that here after a bit. But what just happened there? We go from literally 42 minutes past midnight to 7:06 UTC time. We're missing 6.5 hours of data right there, folks. Why? What happened? Oh yeah, the C flare that just popped off. Well, let's see if we can get it over here. Let's take a look-see here. Whoa, look at all this going on. The sun is not, just because we're not getting this directed at us doesn't mean the sun ain't awake and pissed. I mean, look at this, folks. Look at all of that. That is like, you got one bopping over here, you got one popping here, one here, and then this bugger's literally coming out the bottom. We'll actually take a look at that here in a little bit. But I mean, look at all this. The sun is freaking pissed. Why is all this explosion going off the sides and off the back of the sun? Wait a minute. Oh, we're missing data here too. Look at that 6.5. Oh! Hello there, my little friend. There's a head, the wings, and the tail of the warbird, and his little fla-la-la-la coming up behind him. Look at that. Don't you love it when a plane comes together? When they kind of pose for you, like, how you doing? Hi. Like, hi there. But yeah, so yeah, we got 6.5 hours missing data on that one too. Turd buckets. Before we take a good look at ISWA, I'm just going to show you guys just the Italian model for our Schumann resonance. As you can see, there's been a lot of activity in the last 24 hours, let alone 48. We had a little bit, but yeah, yesterday, wow. As we come over here to ISWA, I've actually got these queued up for, not with our most current C flare, but with what we were looking at coming off the bottom of the sun there. And we're going to look at here. This right here, this is actually the stereo ahead 304. This is not SDO. This one's SDO right here. This is SDO. This is stereo ahead. Okay, in 304 same angstrom, but it's just not as clear as SDO. And we're going to watch that come off the bottom end, and it is something spectacular to watch. Look at that. Now, we can't get a whole lot on this one, unfortunately, but because this one takes, a time every 2 hours. So, but look how huge that plasma filament was. Goodness, that's a monster. That was a monster. Now, we're going to look over here onto this guy, and we're going to see if we can find it here. I'm not so confident we're going to see it quite like that, but we're going to give it a look-see-wook-see anyways. See what we got here. Whoa. Yeah, we can see a little bit of it. Not quite as detailed, but actually if you look at the sun beforehand, you can barely see that filament, can't you? You can barely see it. I mean, you can see this ribbon here a lot more than this one. But either way, there you can see it moving around. Some of it did get let loose, but it does look like it is heading south. But watch this over here. This is where we're going to see a really good looking one come off of here. Ooh, here it comes. See, that was just a little pop. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just see something there? I did. Hello to my little friend. Don't you love it when that just comes together like that? Got to see a little UFO there, folks. Now we're actually looking for a nice large ribbon. It's building up. It's getting ready to pop. Ooh. Yeah, keep an eye on this because you're going to see a large pop right here. It comes out pretty good. Ooh, look at that. There it is. I know it's coming up. Now, as it comes out, the satellite actually got smacked from the energy from it. It got woke. Look at that. Beautiful display. And that was the one ejection that we saw. Now, let's try and get this caught up and see what's going on in recent. But before we do that, let's actually come over here to stereo ahead, where we can, hello friends, we got friends here and here. We got friends all over the place, right? Let's see where that little pop happened. You can see it coming out the bottom right here. So this is what we saw that was down here on this end. Okay, now remember, stereo ahead is from this angle, Earth is over here. Okay, so this actually goes down. This looks like it is going to miss us. And honestly, maybe we might get a glancing blow off of this little section of it right there. We might get a smidget of that. But yeah, I think we might get a smidget of it, to be honest, because there is a
I believe there's an Earth-facing coronal hole. Let's go check that out real quick. I'm currently not really seeing much of a coronal hole directly facing us. We have this one that's just getting past us. This one that's coming into way. I mean, there's slight solar winds out of this. I mean, this is technically kind of like a solar gap. I'll call it that way. Not really a coronal hole, more of a coronal gap. I mean, this, and of course, along the equatorial plane, if I can talk this morning, we will have that. Sorry, folks, I'm dog tired. I have a hard time speaking. But so yeah, that actually might impact us a little bit. I think we're gonna get a little punch on the chin with that one. Now, I actually advanced the 304 here, and we're gonna take a watch. Remember this guy here? Remember him? Well, guess what? Of course, that was nice and beautiful and all. Well, that is actually where our C flare comes from. It's about to pop out right now. It comes way off the surface of the sun. Look at this. It comes way out to give us that nice little how you doing? Take a little picture from around the corner right before it goes around, you little turd. But yeah, there's no plasma coming with that. Nothing coming at us. It's just a little hello, goodbye, and that was it. But if you notice the surface of the sun, we've got a nice filament ribbon here, one here, one here. You can see one here. You can see them, of course, if you look at it from an angle from here. We've got lots of filaments. I mean, look at this guy dancing over here, and then this guy here. So I do watch this quite regularly, and I haven't seen anything, coming at us or lifting off. So we're good to go there, folks. Before I let you guys go, I did want to show you guys Seeds Secchi, as we can see now that they've got it all caught up. Did you guys see that? Look at this. We got our 3 pairs of 2, 2, 2, 2. But watch this, folks. Now this is Mercury right here, okay? Watch this. Boom. We got another set, 3 sets of 2, and look at this. Our space station shows up. We got the coronagraph got smacked, and whatever it did, it made the lens go funky, and it's actually there for a couple of days. Here we are a few days later, and we can see friends just dive bombing right in front of the satellite, and we can still see right there. I love it when I can see that satellite, when you can see the space station. And here we go a couple of days later. And here we got on the 29th. We can see we got some activity here from a little spaceship, a little UFO. We got some more here. You can clearly see because the color difference here. Now this is what the satellite picks up: heat signatures, picks up CMEs. That's how it operates. And there's another one there. In case you think that's a coinky dink, let's just come on over here. Whoa, did you guys see that? Got a nice little pop off the back side of the sun, and hello guys, look at this, battle formations. There's a war going on out there. You got 3 here, 3 here. Actually, that looks like a set of 4. You got more sets here. 3 sets of pairs. You got another one here, another one here, 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 here. I mean, Judas Priest, they're everywhere. I mean, look at this. They're literally everywhere. Whoa, sorry. I mean, look at this. 3 here, 3, 3. Look at them. They're all over the place. There be a war in space. Star Wars. That's why we keep our eyes open. No fear. And remember that love is the only way forward. Solar Wolf out.